everybody, and welcome to the Weekend Big Show, powered by Law Dog Sports. As we try to cope through Streempocalypse, as I'm titling it here on the program. Chuck Ramsey, the Law Dog, here with you for another weekend of college football. Jeremy Schroeder, ruler of the airwaves, and also designee of finding alternative streaming views for the rat network that is Disney, ESPN, ABC. How are you doing, Jeremy?
You know, I didn't need this morning. I'm already pissed off trying to figure out how I'm going to watch the Sooners play tomorrow night. We've had an HD antenna sitting behind the TV, and I'm like, why do we have this?
Now you know.
And now we know. Yeah, there it is.
The thing is, I'm so far out. I contemplated and kind of researched the HD antennas, and I don't know if there's translators out here where I'm at that would get it for me. And that's I don't know if I guess I could give it a try. The Walmart, luckily the Walmart return policy is pretty liberal. But yeah, this is just more. This is just
liberal.
Good word, liberal on this program. Just more and more let down by large agencies and such, and that's the story of our lives, isn't it?
It seems to be. I just don't understand. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just going to say that, in this time, and you and I, when we started this program, I think our very first broadcast, I lived in Oklahoma City, but then not long after that, I moved to Norman. And each time we had Cox Cable. And Jeremy, I'm going to be full transparent here with you, and feel free for our listeners to comment. But I miss C-SPAN. I haven't watched any C-SPAN in forever, and that used to be kind of a go-to when I just kind of wanted to clarify the mind and not be dazzled by music and such. It's like Kramer when he say, how am I going to watch Canadian Parliament?
Exactly. There you are. Yeah, it's nothing more riveting than watching Senate proceedings on a live feed.
I used to love their morning call-in show because they had two lines, one for Republican and one for Democrat, and you really got some whiz-bang callers and questions and statements and stuff. So it was the closest thing to coast AM in my book of viewing. But no, if people are unaware, if you stream your programming and entertainment on YouTube TV, they have reached an impasse, I guess, with Disney, which includes ABC and ESPN. So that means that the Oklahoma game tomorrow night at 6:30 against Tennessee from Knoxville will not be available on YouTube TV. And we are a YouTube TV family. And so I guess, it'll be, for me, I think if they don't figure something out, I'm not jumping on a free trial, and I'm not switching out and adding anything. If I can't get it, my misery, it's going to be their fault.
That's right. Burn it to the ground.
I'll listen on the radio. 97.3 The Score in Weatherford and Clinton. They carry Sooner football throughout the season. So, unhitch the wagons.
Oh, my God.
Toby.
I guess.
And speaking of, I have no problem whatsoever with Toby Rowland's play-by-play. He
brings a ton of energy.
Brings a ton of energy. What he doesn't need is the press box cam displaying visually the energy that he brings to, and that's me on my broadcast. I'm uncomfortable, just leave me on the radio, leave me in the background. I know on streaming for high school sports, a lot of folks, will kind of turn the camera instead of just showing the empty court at the post game and stuff. But it's not my most comfortable time. And those press boxes, I'll tell you what it is, Jeremy. When he's up and getting excited, and you see the proximity of his desk to the window, I get a little bit of vertigo. It's just like, don't fall out, man.
Well, this should be a fun broadcast because you're going to have the Los Sooners Spanish language broadcast going on in the same room,
Yeah,
which is fantastic if you've ever listened to it.
Yeah, and they've got some interesting names, don't they? Don't they have some interesting names for for like the coaches and some of the players? I mean,
John Matera's El Matador.
Matador. Only thing he's killing is my chances to win our pick'em, which Matador means the killer, right?
No. Well, I guess. I don't know what the literal
Spanish
translation is.
Kill.
It's a bullfighter.
Well, it's the guy that kills the bulls. Killer.
Oh my god.
Mata. That's
Mata.
Google that word.
You're
married to a Peruvian. How do you not know this?
She's mean.
Have you not gone down there yet, Penny Packer?
No.
I'm thinking of opening an industrial silver mine in Peru. Connor Carr says, I've got a face made for radio. Thanks for checking in, buddy. Man, something's going on with our streaming.
You get him a Deadpool mask.
Marty Wandry says, don't pick your nose. Oh gosh, our friends. And then impossible to watch Sooners and Thunder now. Time to become a pirate. Have a good day, gentlemen. By the profile, I think I know that kid. It might be the Miho.
Oh, yeah, I'm a little irritated with I guess you can watch the Thunder on Hulu. I think they have FanDuel. I think that was one of the selling points for me jumping.
Yeah. Jumping to where?
To Hulu from YouTube.
Okay, so you're not on YouTube?
No, I am on YouTube.
Oh,
I was just waiting for the end of college football season because I don't want to have to, learn a new platform midstream.
Sure. Yeah. Dan Narva checking in from Michigan. Toby is the best. We have a lot of great memories hearing him while doing lawn work, camping, etc. Teddy is good, and I remember when they had a coach up there too. Merv used to be up there with him, didn't he?
They really did, Chuck.
Huh?
Yes, that was my Merv Johnson impression.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Not on that. Really did, Toby.
Yeah. Trying to go back through these comments because there's one that I think I'm missing somewhere here.
I mean, maybe if Bob Stoops didn't take one of these big head coach openings, he could become a fixture in the booth. I know he does a couple. He does some time up there during the games.
Yeah, that is cool. Miho right there.
Okay. Yeah, I could. Yeah, it does look like it.
Thanks for supporting Dad, son. We've only been doing this 7 years.
Oh my God.
I'm just joking. Thanks, Miho. Anyways, Ricky Rodriguez checking in from Clinton. Good morning, fellas. Big game this Saturday. Well, Ricky, it'll be a big game on the radio from what we're telling. And then Dan says, I forgot his name. Thanks, Jeremy. By the way, happy Friday and happy Halloween. It is some spooky things going on, Jeremy. We will get to some previews, but I'll just say this. It's always a situation where, and I think I remember when I was with Cox Cable, there was some of that going on.
Oh, yeah. It happens on all these platforms.
Yeah.
And they always choose the absolute worst time to do it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to look at the comments here when I pull them up, Jeremy. And after the one that Connor said, you've got a face made for radio, there's something in between his and Marty's comment that I can't get to. So I don't know. And now you're
let me see if I can.
Your video quality is just really going to hell. So I don't know, something going on with Max Patton checking in from Beckham County out there by Sayre. Max and I will be part of a foursome tomorrow golfing at Riverside Golf Course in Clinton, courtesy of Marty Wandry and Clinton Liquor. And then Marty had a surgery earlier in the week, so hopefully he's recovering well. And Max will join me, as well as Kenny McGuire from All-American Emergency Vehicle Upfitters. And then also a friend, Samaj Johnson, who played at SWASU and then now is doing some real estate out here in Western Oklahoma. So yours truly, Jeremy, is rolling with some big dogs nowadays. Just saying.
Look at you.
Yeah, look at me.
It's all coming together.
No, they're good dudes. And the thing is, like I always say, Marty has tried and tried to get you to make your way out to Clinton for some golf. But, you're always a busy, busy man.
Well, it's a terrible time right now.
Yeah, that's true. And then also, like I said, we want to thank Marty for always helping out the program and sponsoring us there at Clinton Liquor there in Clinton, right off of 10th Street. And that's got an exit right off of I-40. So if you were traveling back and forth, anybody that heard this, you could stop off. All right. So college football could be some tricky viewing tomorrow. I'm trying to see. I guess the OSU Kansas game will be on. Oh, that's on ESPN Plus. So,
I can watch that one.
You can watch that one. Texas Tech and K-State. Surely that's the TNT Big 12 game. Nope, Fox.
No. There we are.
I don't know anymore, Jeremy. Hey, NBA coverage. I've enjoyed the fact that inside the NBA has not really changed.
Yeah, that was a big concern. I haven't got to sit down and watch it because typically I'm at work when the Thunder play or the games are on because whatever.
They've been late though. I mean,
I know.
Late night post game.
I know. But it's really cool because that's been a huge great part of NBA basketball, and I'm surprised ESPN didn't just nuke it, turn it into something horrible. But no, from all accounts, it seems to be great. Good.
Sure. Yeah, fantastic. And they seem to be comfortable. It seems to be. I mean, they brought Ernie, so everything seems to be good.
Yeah.
That is something in my life right now, Jeremy, that I kind of did not need to have to cope with.
Losing Ernie and Shaq.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
Chuck and Kenny.
I'm like a cat. I don't like change.
I hear you.
But I don't know. It's just the game. And you know what's so funny is, and I'll kind of ride this on, and we will get to college football. I'll kind of ride this on 2 questions. How good is Austin Reeves? So I think an announcer called him Austin Rivers the other night. And then also, how much stake and stock are people putting in these first week games? I mean, Jeremy, it's a situation. If you listen to commentators and broadcasters and talking heads, seasons being set in stone right now. I mean,
I know. Well, that's the media is so hyperbolic. It's all, right now.
How they are.
Tomorrow you lose a game, you're the worst team to ever take the field. Yeah. Remember, the Chiefs weren't going to make the playoffs after starting 0-2, and now
that wasn't.
They're the class of the AFC. Okay, so here we are.
Yeah. Well, and luckily, one Patrick R. Mahomes has really come to, and that helps the Law Dog here with my fantasy team. So, always a nice thing. Well, yeah, and and thing is, there have been some exciting games. I mean, Austin Reeves. If there's talk about having to trade him so that they can keep Luka and LeBron
is 41 years old. That is just insanity because Reeves is a good young player. He's getting touches because LeBron's not on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Because Luka is pretty ball dominant. So if
if the 3 of them are out there, they all are.
There's only one ball. It ain't great. I mean, one of the 3 has to go. It ain't gonna be Luka.
Yep.
I mean, it could be LeBron. You never know. I mean,
well, my Spurs got a 107-101 win last night over the Heat. Victor Wembanyama. Damn it. Wembanyama. 27 points, 18 rebounds, 5 blocks. I'm going to say this. I love the Spurs. I'm a little slow to adapt to Wemby. I mean, but he goaltends a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
guys blocks. Guys over 7'5".
Yeah, they should be banned according to Anthony Davis.
Liz Frank is right around the corner.
Oh, dude.
Don't
you put that evil on me.
But it happens.
What the hell, man?
But I mean, think of every guy that size in NBA history. What have they always had?
Wow. Yeah.
It's unfortunate because he's great.
I'm gonna let Spurs Nation know that my broadcast partner.
Hey, guys like
awful, dude.
that, especially built like that,
He,
the feet and the knees.
what's stunning is how mobile the people,
Yeah.
and even going back to the Kevin Durant days, the guy who's 6'10", 6'11", to be that mobile and dude, I'm telling you, when I played, we had a 6'8" kid, and he was outlawed from ever touching the ball if he wasn't on the block. It's like you stand there and pass it.
Yeah.
Okay, so NBA is interesting. Spurs are 5-0. Thunder 6-0. They got the 127-108 victory over Washington last night. Woo, big win there. SGA 31 points, 7 assists, and still no J-Dub. So
No
they
J-Dub
did
or no
get
Chet last night.
do what?
Chet was out too.
Yeah, so they did get Isaiah Joe back, so that's that makes up for that.
Sure. That's probably the only reason they crested 30% 3-point shooting last night.
That's true. Anyways, but back on the Austin Reeves thing, why can't I root for him? I mean, he used to be a Sooner. Why can I not? Is it
Because
just
he plays for the Lakers.
It's got to be.
I mean, crap. You can't root for. I mean, it's hard for me to root for Nick Bonito and Marvin Mims because they play for the Broncos.
Yeah. See, NFL, I guess my lack of allegiance in the NFL makes it pretty easy for me
It
to root
does,
for
yeah.
former Sooners, but
Uh-huh.
just with with and also I'm going to say this, Reeves was kind of in that limbo period of OU basketball. They were
Right there at
decent.
the end of Lon Kruger.
Yes, and Lon was a great coach. He took them to a Final Four,
Mhm.
but that was towards the end of his run, and Reeves was a transfer in from Wichita
Transfer
State.
from Wichita State.
Yeah, and I just don't know that I think in Sooner lore his amount of contribution may get discounted some. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he was a really good player here. I definitely didn't see this from him,
Mhm.
but that's why guys develop or they don't, and he did, and
I
he's
just
been.
remember I think it was all in the same season, him and Mac McClung were undrafted.
Oh, yes, yes,
And that's,
Mac
you're
McClung.
talking about 2 big players in the Big 12 that year, so
Mac McClung gets roster spots so he can compete in the slam dunk competition. Somebody
he
just signed him.
he played
Was it
the other night. I can't
was it
remember,
was it Philly who signed him?
oh gosh. He got some playing time the other night, and I need to look that up because I saw the highlight, and then now it escapes me, which, dementia radio here.
Oh my
Uh,
god. Mac McClung is a Indiana Pacers.
that's what it was. That's
Yep.
exactly, yeah. Phil, because what's his face is hurt.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, yeah, him, but no, the little white McConnell.
Oh, yeah, yes,
Well,
yes.
I mean, if you got a little white dude that's a guard, you got to go find another little white dude that's a
Well,
guard,
yeah,
right?
I mean, they're pests.
That's NBA rule.
That
But
is
good
a
luck,
rule.
Mac McClung, and probably see if he could keep a roster spot. But still, NBA very early in the season. No matter what people try to say, there is still a ton of season left to play. All right,
Oh,
let's talk about the big one tomorrow night in Knoxville. Neyland Stadium will be rocking that place. What is it? The Volunteer Navy or whatever they have.
yes.
What's Tennessee's fascination with all the maritime crap?
Doesn't their
You got the
stadium sit on the
Commodores,
water?
huh?
Doesn't Tennessee sit on the water?
Oh, it's
Doesn't
got a
the
river.
Neyland Stadium
Oh,
back
yeah,
up
yeah,
to a
they do,
river?
but, I
Yeah.
mean, it's not Tennessee's landlocked.
I don't know. Who's the founder of Vanderbilt University? One of the Vanderbilts?
The Rothschilds.
The Gettys.
Sanders before I went, that's up.
Let's see.
I'm just spouting.
Cornelius Vanderbilt,
Was he a naval guy?
American business magnate.
Magneto.
Who founded Vanderbilt?
All right, so go ahead.
Cornelius Bennett, known as the Commodore, was in his
Commodore.
79th year when he decided to make the gift that founded Vandy. So there you go. There is your history lesson for the day.
Great. Thank you, Cornelius.
The only
OU goes in.
Cornelius I know is the one from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. I had a Cornelius Neal, who used to call in Friday Night Finals from Idabel, KBEL in Idabel, and he was a big Idabel Warrior play-by-play and fan. OU goes into Neyland Stadium a 2.5-point dog now. Wasn't that a little higher the other day?
It moved a point overnight. It was 3.5 yesterday. This morning, 2.5.
What are
So
people seeing that OU can go in there and compete in a hostile environment and particularly offensively? What is it Vegas is seeing there?
I have no idea. Tennessee's Tennessee's secondary is banged up. They're playing a lot of really young guys.
Yeah.
And, on the other side of the football, Oklahoma has maybe two guys they can get the ball to on the outside. They're both slot guys, of course. No number one receiver. They refuse to throw to the tight ends. And if they can run the ball, they'll probably stop just to give you a break.
I saw the probables on OU's. I think Gentry Williams is a probable this week.
Yeah. Cortland Guillory had a hell of a game last week.
He's good.
He's a good player.
Baller.
And, Peyton Bowen is serviceable. But, man, if you can get Gentry out there at full go, your secondary is different.
Were the Bowen brothers not SEC ready?
Sometimes these kids just take a second.
What is this? This is Peyton's third year in the program?
It is, and it's Eli's second year. And, he missed a
Which
lot of time.
Go ahead.
Oh, he missed a lot of time early this year. He missed first 5 games.
Yeah.
So,
he showed a lot. I thought he showed potential last year.
He did.
Yeah.
As a true freshman.
Well, Tennessee, I guess Jermod McCoy, their standout cornerback, is out this week, and that's got to benefit the OU receiver core in a way. Joey Aguilar, it's so funny because they start in typical of last season, Jeremy. They start the season just bonfire, and they've hung up. I mean, they hung up 56 points on the Mark Stoops defense last week. That's clicking.
That's not nothing. Yeah.
That's not nothing. And so I think, one bad thing for Josh Heupel is that they run into, Bama and Georgia for their season.
I think they have Bama next week, right?
Yeah. No, they've already lost. No, they've already lost. Yeah.
Okay.
They lost them 37-20.
Georgia next week?
Yeah. And no, they've already lost to Georgia is where I'm going.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So my point is, you suffer those two losses, but then during that same time, your former quarterback all of a sudden starts to light things up in Westwood, and UCLA is looking, like they have a quarterback that's competent. And you froze up. All right. So, but no, anyways, tonight is
it's buffering.
Yeah.
Oh, they have New Mexico State next week, and then Florida.
Yeah, Florida, and then the big Tennessee showdown, Vanderbilt, on the 29th of November. But what I was getting at is Tennessee's kind of been one of those teams, Jeremy, and I know that they get a lot of they're SEC, so obviously they get put before everything else in college football. But also you lose your two big games right then, and you kind of take a back seat in the SEC until you go out and prove yourself again. And they have to be looking at this as a week that they can do it.
Well, so looking at Tennessee's schedule, this is why that line is so weird. Tennessee gave up 34 points to a Mark Stoops offense.
Yeah.
And the feeling, I believe, in Vegas is that Oklahoma's going to move the football and defense travels and all that. And, maybe the defenses feel like they had their manhood challenge last week and plays better. Man, I don't know. 2.5 points at Tennessee, the way the offense has struggled since Mateer's injuries.
Yeah.
It's weird. I wouldn't lay a nickel on this game.
The problem is, Jeremy, is the improvement that Oklahoma has showed this season and the competitiveness has resounded with the pollsters.
Mm-hmm.
You've lost 2 games and you're not out of the top 25.
No.
So
because you've lost to good teams.
The problem being with that is you're going into this place as potentially, I mean, OU is Ole Miss's best win.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
I mean,
they got to keep them high. They got to keep them high
top 10 ranked, or top 15 ranked. So, and then looking at it, this should be, so far this season, should be, if Tennessee were to win it, be one of their best wins, right?
It would be, yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just you're in that weird place where the target's on your back, but I don't know that you've really gone out and tilled up what you need to do to be that true motivation. It's like,
yeah.
You're their biggest win now, but will you be at the end of the season?
Well, Tennessee has not beaten a ranked team this year.
So you're welcome.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, and you see who's running the offense for the Volunteers, don't you?
Joey Halsley.
Yeah.
Yep. He's got a quality control assistant, Seth Luttrell, and passing game quality control assistant, Landry Jones.
Ooh, Landry.
Yeah.
Landry doesn't get enough respect in this area.
He gets plenty of respect from me, to my detriment at times, because my non-ball knowing friends always tell me how terrible he was.
He didn't have much escapability, I will say that.
Well, he won a BCS game, didn't he?
He did. Yeah.
He won more bowl games than Sam Bradford, Josh Heupel, and Baker Mayfield combined. Well, not Josh Heupel.
I bet
Jason White.
I bet Sam Bradford takes that West Virginia beat down worse than he does the Florida.
Probably.
Dan Narvis says Commodores is for the band, by the way. You know why? Because Dan's easy like Sunday morning. Anyways, all right. So offensively, like you said, OU's got to commit to the run, I believe, especially on the road. You've got to involve Jaron Kanak a little more. I mean, because when you do, you take so much more pressure off of Satania and Burks and those guys to get open. And
got to work the middle of the field.
Tight ends are just such free money. I mean,
yeah.
If you've got one that can catch a football, throw it in his general vicinity, he will make things happen.
Even Caden Helms, when he's out there, when it's a run look, get him the football. He'll get you 5-10 yards, fall down. Don't care what he does after he catches the ball. But it opens things up.
I don't have stats in front of me or anything like that, but I mean, like, play action for the Sooners. Has it been anything that you would write home about? Like, it's always out of the shotgun, so I never buy into that.
Yeah, but I mean, who knows if it's play action or RPO?
Yeah, exactly, and that's where I'm not an offensive coordinator. So, but it'll be rocking at Neyland, and the Sooners. Who needs this win worse, Jeremy?
Oklahoma.
I mean, OU doesn't want to lose 3.
No, Oklahoma needs this win. They desperately need this win. Now, those last 2 games of the season that are at home do not seem as daunting now. You got Pribula out for the season, and then you got whatever that mess is over at Louisiana State.
Yeah.
So, but still, you want to get to 9. Because I don't care what happens next week. They ain't winning that. Or when they go to Bama in 2 weeks, they ain't winning that game.
No, that's
Bama's good at home. They've got it rolling. Unless DeBoer says, you know what, I'm taking another job and has a foot out the door.
Even then, I mean, it's Tuscaloosa. I would not feel comfortable at all favoring or thinking that OU can come out and win.
They'll be at least a 10-point dog at Tuscaloosa.
Huh?
OU will be a 10-point dog next when they go to Tuscaloosa.
Who was the last team to roll out of Tuscaloosa with a win?
Oh, man. Big Game Bob? I mean, that's a while back. Yeah, we did.
Well, Okay, I'm talking about post Saban.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
we did get a win in
I think
03 in Tuscaloosa. You're
I
right.
don't know. I don't remember Saban losing too many home games.
That's what I mean. And
Maybe Georgia went in there and beat them, but
I don't know. Well, one thing about it is this season, and so break it down for me. Lose this one, lose at Tuscaloosa, but if you won Missouri and so let's say what, you're 7-5 at the end of this, because let's just say
if they lose
let's just say you split with LSU and Mizzou, you lose one of those.
7-5, yeah, you'd be 7-5.
I'm going to say this right now. I don't think you heave ho on the coaching staff.
You can't.
You cannot.
You cannot.
There are too
You
many
cannot.
right
You do
now.
not. You do not want to be involved in
Yeah.
what's about to happen.
Now, I'm not saying you don't make some upheaval. Go ahead.
Okay, so the losses: 2010 Auburn, 2011 LSU, 2012 Texas A&M, 2015 Johnny Manziel went in there and won.
Manziel.
2015 Ole Miss, 2019 LSU, obviously.
With that 2015 Ole Miss
the
team,
greatest offense to ever.
But that was their biggest challenge. That was them and Texas, the only team that gave that 2019 team. 2015, would that have been Houston Nutt era? Or
no, that would have been Hugh Freeze.
Hugh Freeze?
Hugh Freeze.
There one?
Hugh Freeze.
Wow.
I think with the Kelly kid and DK Metcalf.
Oh, okay. Well, 2015 was kind of scrap 'em up year for Nick anyway. Or did they win a title that year?
They probably did.
Yeah, because I think 2015 was when we lost to Clemson, and then Clemson in the playoff, and then Clemson lost to Bama that year, I think.
Yeah, that would have been Chad Kelly. Laquan Treadwell.
He was good.
Yeah, he was.
He was the big lineman. Would the big lineman have been on that team? Still in the league.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Laramie Tunsil. I'm efforting. Let's see, guys that played in the NFL: Jordan Wilkins, Cody Core, Quincy Adebayo, Derek Jones, Van Jefferson. Caught the touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield on Thursday Night Football in the 98-yard drive of the Rams.
That was it. Yeah.
Evan Ingram, Dawson Knox, Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah. So Hugh Freeze took a pack team in there and won in
yeah, it was a good team. He was cheating his ass off that.
So that was probably the last. I mean, because 2019 LSU, that Bama was loaded, they were loaded, but I remember
10-3 that year.
That was
Ole Miss.
In 2019, I think LSU had a huge lead at halftime, and then Tua and Bama just really made it crazy in the end.
But that was the year that Ole Miss beat curb stomped Oklahoma State in the Sugar Bowl 48-20.
Ooh, yeah. Bad year to go to the Sugar Bowl. So I'll just say this. I mean, as we said, how about Brian Kelly and Bob Wood? What's Woodward's name at LSU that got fired? The AD Scott Woodward. How about those guys getting their walking papers within
both of them?
Man, and I mean,
Scott Woodward should have never been hired to begin with. You gave Jimbo that contract after catching lightning in a bottle with Jameis Winston at Florida State. What's Florida State been since then? What were they the next year? It hasn't worked since.
Well, and
the $77 million, and then he signs Brian Kelly to the same style contract with a stupidly high buyout.
You're not working for the athletic program when you do
and then you get fired basically by the governor.
Who then calls on Trump to jump in on the coaching search. My God.
Trump never sleeps. He could run the LSU football program.
There you go. I say just bring back Edo. What
I mean, who connects more with the state of Louisiana than Ed Orgeron, especially with his shirt?
make sure he's got good coordinators.
Good coordinators and some agreeable women around.
I mean, if they did, if they did bring him back, would that kind of cancel out some of his buyout?
Yes, it would have
How many
to.
of these coaches will we be celebrating in 15 years about the way we do Bobby Bonilla Day?
Oh my God,
Jimbo Fisher Day.
Oh my God, and so you got LSU open. We need to get onto this.
Yeah,
LSU open, Florida open, Penn
Penn
State
State.
open.
I
Matt
mean,
Rule
that's
signs
three
an
right there.
Matt
Before
Rule
you,
signed an extension with Nebraska yesterday, so my prediction doesn't look like it's going to carry any water unless that buyout's like $1 million.
yeah,
Then that could happen. But
OSU.
OSU, Arkansas,
Mm-hmm.
and sorry, Connor, he ain't coming. Dan Lanning's not leaving Oregon for Arkansas.
But there were planes, Jeremy.
Well, we are in flight tracking season, and I have fallen victim to it myself.
You know, the best flight track of all time was when Auburn hired Gene Chizik. And those people were out at that little municipal airport. We don't want a loser. We want a winner.
Poor Chizik. Have you listened to him on the radio? He's really good.
I saw his name pop up, and I need to go find him. Obviously,
Noka has him on his show, his local
that's
show
what
a
it
lot.
was. Yeah.
And yeah, he's really good.
Hey, let's pay some bills real quick.
Sure.
CCW Safe offers legal self-defense coverage for you and your family. Plans starting as low as $19 a month if you are a Second Amendment believer or concealed carry or open carry participant. Then you need to check out CCW Safe. The link that we would prefer you use is there on the scroll, and it's also in the description of this stream. So for self-defense support with deep expertise and personal care, the self-defense coverage that goes beyond the basics, trust the team at CCW Safe. And as I always say, two of the three founders are guys that I've known since I was a young man and worked with them for several years. So be sure and check out CCW Safe and use the link in the scroll or in the description of this broadcast. Todd Bruner checking in from Dubtown says Gary Gibbs on a flight to Baton Rouge. Well, Todd, you know, we're going to go down there and hit somebody in the mouth.
Well, I mean, apparently they're going to convene a committee. And of course, the person the governor said is going to get this committee rolling had no idea what the heck he was talking about. Yep. This may be an all-timer like Chad Morris hire at LSU. It could be great. But the chaos is what's going to be fun. And I hope and I pray that Oklahoma doesn't do something stupid and try to get involved in this. Unless you can get Heupel, then I'm happy. I could live with Heupel.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think, unless you just see a total collapse tonight, which carries its way all the way into the end of the season, I think you got to hold them.
Yeah, I think so too. Give them a chance to fix the offense next year because, man, if they get that offense rolling the second year, coordinator learned what it's like to be in the SEC, then that team will be real good next year.
Yeah, I mean, but good by
OU standards. Does that make you happy?
There you go. Thank you. What's Brent 1-3 against Texas right now?
Yeah.
Remember that? And the name of the guy that just got mentioned on the comments, what was he his first 4 seasons?
1-3. Or was he 0-3? 0-4.
0-4, and then because he lost 4 in a row because that piece of crap Peter Gardere. But
generationally mid,
but
never lost OU.
Gary makes you a legend.
That's right.
In the mecca of moral wins.
Yes,
but then what? Gibbs gets a win in 93, but then can't repeat it in 94, and he's gone. But I'll just say this: it is such a tenuous. See, I need to move that over a little bit. It's such a tenuous coaching field right now as far as who can you go get, and unless unless you know you've got your guy and he's been your guy and you've been in talks with his agent, which, Jimmy Sexton apparently, keeps apparently Jimmy Sexton keeps Steve Sarkisian on the edge of ordering a Moscow Mule. So I don't know what's
Stop. Stop.
I guess Sarkisian could be wanting to move L'Oreal out of Austin and maybe to Nashville or something. She probably has a singing career also.
Nashville. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I heard in the Rossini report was that the Titans were
yeah.
very interested. Remember that team in Nashville?
Well, yeah, Vanderbilt. A good one.
Oh man, that's funny. So
I just
anyway,
want to see that. I just wish they would make it transparent what the offers are they give these guys. Just seeing like, oh, you're offering that much, and that's what he's making there. But some of these schools have deep pockets and no brains, and they're going to offer Signetti a ton of money and to pay whatever buyout he's got, just because he wins. And then
and he doesn't just win, but he wins and then stuffs it in your face.
Yeah,
I mean,
Google
all this crap from these keyboard nerd warriors talking about stuffed in the locker and all this stuff. Kurt Signetti is the guy that stuffs you in the locker.
And what's funny is, Saban had this demon on his sideline, coaching wide receivers for how long? And he's in his 60s, and he's the best coach of college football. I mean, I'll say it. I've said it.
Mm-hmm.
He is the best coach in college football in this era. What's crazy, Chuck, is, we're old enough to remember when you built your roster through high school recruiting, and then the transfer portal came around, and you built your roster through high school recruiting. You filled holes with the transfer portal. He's got such a way, I guess, a dynamic about him that he can take these guys, a billion transfers every year and form them into a cohesive unit and win. That is special. That's the blueprint.
And the only thing that could compare it to, and we've talked about this last week, I think on the wrap-up show, Bill Snyder is the only comparison. And back then,
Snyder had it easy.
Well, I mean, what I was going to say is back then it was Jeremy. It was JUCOs.
Mm-hmm.
People were just astounded at how many JUCOs Bill Snyder was going out and getting. Well, he's trying to lure kids to Manhattan. I guess I shouldn't say lure. That sounds a little cringy, but he's trying to convince kids to come play at Manhattan, Kansas. And I'm sorry, all these K-State alum, and that'll be a game we talk about here in a minute, but all the K-State alum, I'm sorry, Manhattan, it's a bunch of nothing.
Oh, Aggieville is fun as hell.
Okay. keep rolling with that. But what I guess what I'm saying is the main comparison that I can make is that, and really, I mean, sadly, there was this different system back then, but K-State never came close. Well, they came close, but they didn't get to the playoff. And Indiana will probably be in 2 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And it's stunning. I mean, it is truly stunning. Dan Narva says, I'd be surprised to see Signetti go. He's kind of out of the box. He may also realize that the type of athlete you attract at Penn State is not the type of athlete he may not necessarily be able to work with.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, because we see those coaches make those moves, and how many of them really? I mean, DeBoer could pan out,
but yeah, you say that on one hand, yeah, but then the other hand, yeah, maybe he's better. Maybe he's better being able to recruit 5 stars and studs at every position. He seemed to have made it work at Indiana, one of the worst college football programs historically, and he's going to go to 2 straight playoffs.
Yeah,
I mean, the guy can flat out coach.
He's something. Dan Narva says, watch out for Bill Snyder in the white van with no windows. So see, I use the word lure, and it just evokes a sentiment. So
oh my gosh. Like James Woods on Family Guy. Ooh, piece of candy. Piece of candy.
All right. So OKC or OU, any last thoughts on that matchup? Anything, like you said, could be an issue with the Tennessee secondary. the OU secondary could be a humongous issue.
I think OU's going to move the ball.
Mm-hmm. But will they stop the ball?
I mean, the defense will get stops because they've got a good defense. They get stops. Trinidad Chambliss is a different beast. Aguilar is a good quarterback.
That Fair State upbringing.
Yeah. I mean, Chambliss has just been on a different level from every other SEC quarterback I've seen this year, which is just nuts because he was playing D2 ball a year ago. I mean, OU's going to get stops. They're going to give up points. Doesn't mean they're a bad defense. You're playing in Tennessee. It's Josh Heupel's offense. He's a good offensive coach. Halsley's fantastic.
Maybe that's a guy on the next coach's radar.
I mean, in our pick 'em, I picked Tennessee. I think they'll cover the 2.5 now. But it's not going to be much more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take Tennessee to cover and and get
Then again, you get 3 points, you get 7 points for playing at home. It's a 2.5. I mean, in my eyes, that's a pick 'em. Yeah, I don't know what Vegas is seeing because the injury report is, as always, is filled with Sooners.
Yeah.
And there's only a couple guys on Tennessee. It's every week.
Mean, they keep listing Taylor Tatum and Javonte Barnes.
Javonte Barnes.
They're not in the rotation.
Well,
Taylor Tatum hadn't been in the rotation whether he's healthy or not, right?
Barnes will be in the rotation on obvious passing downs if he's healthy.
Yeah, I think
because he's a better blocker.
But probable, or
if I don't see a ton of X tomorrow, I'll be upset.
Keontae Lewis doubtful is what I didn't think Keontae Lewis was listed as doubtful on the SEC release that I saw, but the score has him as doubtful.
He's been listed as doubtful since Wednesday.
Taylor Tatum, Javonte Barnes. So, the big thing is, like I said, the Gentry Williams probable. I would say that could play in if he could just find a way to stay healthy the rest of the season.
Hey, he made it 7 games. That's a lot to ask.
True was.
All right, so super, physical position at corner.
It is. It always is. OSU goes up to Lawrence tomorrow, and they are a 24.5-point dog to the Jayhawks. And Jeremy, I've just not been. Jayhawks have let me down a lot. That's a 4-4 squad rolling in as a 20+ point, favorite on their home team, on their home field.
I'm only taking the Jayhawks
to cover that, huh?
I do not like Oklahoma State to cover that. Who's playing quarterback? Sam Adams? Sam Jackson?
Sam Jackson, thank you.
I don't believe they are going to score. And Kansas, that's 3 scores, man.
Yeah,
it's not much.
That's true. I don't know. I just kind of got a feeling this is something that because I'm just not impressed with Kansas, obviously, and I think Doug Meacham might have a little something left in the bag to throw out there, because the thing about it is, Jeremy, is the Pokes. I mean, they host K-State next week, or is that 2 weeks? 2 weeks. So they are on a bye on the 8th. Yeah, OU and OSU are both on a bye on the 8th. So they get a bye, then they host K-State, then they travel to Orlando to take on the Scott Frost, and then Matt Campbell and the Cyclones come to town on the 29th. They have to be looking at this as maybe their most winnable game. And I know that's – maybe Central Florida. I don't know.
They do not have a winnable game left on their schedule. Well, they're going to get run through.
I just got some feeling, some reason to think that they might be able to pull something out against the Kansas team that I think has kind of lost their swagger and their drive under Lance Leipold. And I think it was pocket knife gate that knocked the wind out of their sail.
Well, I'm not letting you talk me into changing my pick.
Come on, man. If you do, Connor will.
I'm standing pat. Yeah, Connor, Connor's on the Fat Jack service, so that's who's making his picks.
Greg Davis, that was the name of the guy that used to be on with Al on Friday night. Greg Davis. He was And the thing was, I was traveling one time, and he would give one set of picks to Al, and then he'd give another set of picks to some dude in Shreveport or something. Just hedging his bets on the service. That's all he does.
Good
All
for
right,
him.
so then also tomorrow, Jeremy, a big one in Big 12 ramifications, and an upstart K-State team host the 7-1, number 13 ranked Texas Tech Red Raiders. K-State 4-4 on the season, but got a big win over who was that? It was they played Kansas last week. Yeah. 42-17 over them. That's why, that's another reason I can't get down with the Jayhawks to really go out and play a complete game and cover 24. But Tech rolls up there, and I think that is a huge trap game for the Red Raiders.
Same. I don't even know who's playing quarterback for Texas Tech tomorrow. The kid that started in Morton's absence tore his ACL.
Yeah,
Is Morton
Hammond
back?
Let's take a look at the injury report, because I don't think he is. And this was a perfect opportunity. They've got Baron Morton as probable, and that's a lower leg injury or something. The Fighting Avery Johnsons, they have managed to not fall into that oblivion that happens when teams drop bad games. But man, the Big 12, just give it to BYU and let's go.
I guess. Oh, we were singing a different tune a couple weeks ago, but BYU's got a good squad.
If Tech can't keep two quarterbacks healthy, then you're not going to survive that league.
No.
Right?
No, you're not.
In Arizona State, they lost to Houston last week, and then they've got a Mississippi State loss on their resume. It's
Mississippi State's not a bad team.
Well, they're not, but they do a great job of seizing, snatching
victory from the jaws of
from the jaws.
Yeah, I get you.
I don't know. The Big 12 to me, Jeremy, is just, if BYU doesn't go undefeated, or if Cincinnati, I don't know, Cincinnati will have to hold chalk, but I don't think. I guess if Tech went up there and got a win this week, they're still on course. But like you said, who's playing quarterback for them?
Exactly. I guess more if he's probable, then I expect him to play. But
how long does he last?
How much does that affect his mobility? He's had a couple of weeks off, but it's a tough spot. Everyone's beat up right now.
Mm-hmm. I think it is a bad spot for Tech. And you know what I'm going to do the minute they lose? I'm going to get on Twitter and I'm going to find that GIF of the girl from Saturday Night Live saying "you look poor," and I'm going to send it on all their pages. Because they have really gotten the use out of that since Cody Campbell infused all that money into the program.
Yeah, money can solve a lot of things. It didn't solve their quarterback issues this year.
Got to have better line play, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
So anyways, well, we're starting to hit that spot. Before we get into our pick'em and who we're going to be rolling with tonight, Game 6 of the World Series. Was that you?
Yeah.
Did you sneeze?
No, I said tonight.
Oh, tonight. Yeah. Thank you. So, also some college football on tap. Man, I thought Tulane was going to end up pulling a comeback last night against the Roadrunners on American Conference Thursday, but they UTSA kind of found something under Jeff Traylor, and therein lies another thing: is Jeff Traylor still a candidate for OSU?
I thought they were hiring Colin Klein.
Now that's been bandied about. I don't know.
I think if I could find someone in Snyder's tree, I'd probably snap him up.
Speaking of coaches, and we will get to a little bit of World Series talk. I just wanted to say yes, Savage on the air.
What?
Isn't that kid's name Yes Savage, the rookie kid that went in and pitched a gem at Chavez Ravine the other night?
I mean, I haven't got to watch a second of the World Series, so I don't know what's going on.
All right. Well,
go Toronto. The
Vlad.
world is with you.
Yeah. Oh, I got an email from YouTube TV. Let's see what they say.
Oh
no, that's us. Anyways, regardless, what I was going to say is, where was I going? I don't remember. Dimension Radio once again. No, I'd love to see the Blue Jays close things out tonight, and I guess the Dodgers have Yamamoto on the mound, and Kevin Gossman for the Blue Jays. And you know why I'm rooting for Toronto this year?
Because your Dan favorite players from the 90s, all their kids play for them?
That too. I was a big Dante Bichette fan. Dan Narva's got it right there in the comments. Geddy Lee and the Blue Jays. Rush announces a tour, and then they extend the amount of dates. And Geddy was in attendance the other night with Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, Chad Smith.
Or was it Will Ferrell?
Who knows? Who knows? Wow. They may be the same guy.
Well, once the Cubs were eliminated, you just got out, didn't you?
Well, I've worked till 10, 11 o'clock every night. So by the time I get home, it's like I don't have time for that.
I hear you. Dan Narva, we have assumed control. We have assumed control. We want to thank I got conflicting banners up there. We want to thank A+ Roofing and Construction for sponsoring our program. Damon Schultz, a good friend of ours, and also I think he may or may not still be in the lead in the fantasy football. I think we got a log jam at like 3rd through 9th or something. But I beat your ass last week.
Well, I don't have anybody.
I did.
That is not a feat. That is not something to
brag about. You had Rattler in the lineup.
He had 3 points
until today.
He had 3 points. It's so bad this week. I'm starting 2 tight ends.
Yeah,
because I don't have any. I'm starting Jerome Ford running back. There's nobody out there.
Yeah, I did. Man, I snatched P. Ryan just in the nick of time. Oh, that's where I was going to go. Now I mention it. What's the temperature of the seat in Cincinnati for Zach Taylor?
I mean, I would say it's warm because that GM's it's cold. Nobody cares. The ownership does not give a rip.
What about him maybe wanting to give college football a run? For some reason, he's just a name that popped up. Is like Cincinnati's awful. He could be on the hot seat. What's the chances that he would look at a job?
I mean, I think they're pretty good if he's tired of dealing with the mess that is the Bengals.
Yeah, because
I mean, Burrow, you don't protect him. You don't have a defense. They have no scouting department. They're cheap. Their facilities are terrible. It's a moribund franchise held together by duct tape, which is Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow's hurt.
Yep. All right. So, and I bet,
I said warm because I think they lock him up.
I thought so.
Well, I say his seat's not is. I said his seat was warm because a competent franchise, which the Bengals are not, they're a lucky franchise, would fire that GM.
Yeah.
Who would in turn fire Robinson and bring in their own coach. But they just don't seem to care. Because I think about what was the coach's name when they had Andy Dalton? Marvin Lewis.
Yeah.
He coached there for freaking ever. They never won a playoff game. They kept him a long time.
Was that Carson Palmer Ocho Cinco days?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, in current staff, they've taken him to a Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right, let's get into our pick'ems real quick before we get out of here for the week. And I guess, what's your temperature on a college football recap tomorrow night? The game will be going on.
We could just pop in the second half.
We can look at let's plan on fourth quarter.
Watch a live crash out.
Watch Jeremy's dreams crumble in real time. All right. So tonight, North Carolina travels to Syracuse to take on the Orange. Syracuse a 2-point favorite. I like the Orange in that one.
Samesies.
Did you see the weirdness between Belichick's girlfriend and one of their big 5-star recruits on a visit?
Weirdness.
And she
in the
was on the
North Carolina
sideline. She like
football
high-fived
program.
him, and I don't. It was
It's
odd.
just all weird. It's all weird.
Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., Clemson hosts the Duke Blue Devils. 3.5-point favorites are the Tigers. I'll take Clemson to cover that.
Give me Duke.
You're going Dukies. Man, what a spread on this one, and what it would have been, what it started out at the beginning of the season. Ohio State hosts Penn State at the Horseshoe. 20.5-point favorites are the Buckeyes. I've got Ohio State all the way.
I do too. And what's the defensive coordinator's name that went out there?
Jim Knowles.
Jim Knowles. You think he wished he would have taken that Oklahoma job?
I mean, really, but having said that, I mean, is he a guy that would want to throw his hat in the ring for the Penn State job?
I mean, maybe. Travis Hunter is out 4 games. He's going on IR.
For
That's
Jacksonville?
breaking news for Jacksonville.
What'd he do?
Hurt his
girlfriend
knee.
Break his heart?
I don't know. He got hurted. I don't know if that's a way they would go. I think Penn State is going whole hog at a big time name.
Yeah,
because they want to win. Yeah. I mean, they got rid of O'Brien, and he did a decent job there. But you got to remember the absolute dumpster
Did they get
fire.
rid of him, or did he just bail on him?
He might have just bailed on him.
Yeah, he went to Houston.
That's right. He took an NFL job, but he inherited a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
and did a good job. Franklin.
Where's Franklin land?
Hey, it's Franklin. I want to say, man, I could see him at Wisconsin.
Yeah. Does he?
It'll be one of those
going back south.
What mid-tier job in the South is going to come open? Because it's not going to be one of the top jobs.
Mid-tier?
I don't, but you got to look at his. It's all about wins and losses, Chuck.
Yeah, it is.
What's his record against the top teams? There's some disconnect there.
Well, I think the Buckeyes are going to look to show out tomorrow as best they can, and people are ready to crown Julian Sayin already, and I don't know that he's done everything that I would want to see out of a Heisman winner, but
I would think there would be a new coach bump still, but I also know that I know in my heart that Ohio State's going to take belt to ass tomorrow.
Yeah. UCF travels to Waco to take on the Bears. Baylor's a 4.5-point favorite. I like Dave Aranda to try to cool his seat a little bit in that one.
Where is that? I got the Knights in that one.
Okay. Scott Frost goes on the road well.
That's right.
All right. Houston hosting West Virginia. Just when I thought West Virginia had nothing to play for, they did me in last week. But Houston seems to be a little different animal, and they have some they have some talented receivers, and they're coming off the bump of the big win at Arizona State. They are in the runnings. They're in the talk for a Big 12 championship appearance. 13.5-point favorite. I'll take the Cougars.
Same.
And this could be my lock of the week, Jeremy. Miami going on the road to Dallas to take on the Ponies. 12.5-point favorites are the Canes. I think they, like that phrase you just used, belt to ass.
Yeah, there's way too much speed on that Miami side. SMU's not. 12.5. That's a very generous line by the boys in Vegas.
I'll just say this. I fear for the safety of Kevin Jennings coming out of that game, because that's a game where they'll look to deliver some punishment. Vandy rolled into DKR, 2.5-point dogs. I took the Longhorns on this one just because this is what they do.
Diego Pavia is Diego Pavia, and we don't know what we're going to get from Arch or his backup. Arch was listed.
I heard he was still in concussion protocol.
So give me the doors, man.
If the backup's in there, I go Longhorns all the way. Just saying.
We'll see. Yeah. I'm riding Vandy.
Kind of balled out in overtime.
I mean, we need Texas to win just because that'd be a quality loss. but give me Vandy.
Is this the Ken Palm ratings or
Yes, Ken
Sagarin?
Palm
Are
rating.
we back to quality losses?
Yes.
Army at Air Force. Who cares? But I've got the Falcons covering the 1.5 because that's where everybody went.
Yeah.
Navy at North Texas. Man, North Texas has bounced back after that big beat down by South Florida. They're 6.5-point favorites in Denton, but I just think Blake Horvath and the midshipmen go in there and cover that 6.5.
I've picked North Texas, and it was tough because that's not a lot of points. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yep. Arizona State travels to Ames. You talk about going from splendor to it's going to be pretty chilly for them up there.
Penthouse to the outhouse.
Yeah. But they are 7.5-point dogs at Iowa State, and I like Matt Campbell to probably finish off the Sun Devils title hopes.
Forks up.
All right. Louisville goes to Blacksburg, take on the Hokies. Cardinals are 10.5-point favorite.
I like Louisville.
Yeah.
I watched Virginia Tech play last week, and that is a bad football team.
Of course, I took Cal to go in there and cover last week and got nothing.
Yeah. Virginia Tech has some impressive-looking players, but it's –
What's Justin Fuente doing now?
Well, he's not coaching Virginia Tech. He's probably an assistant somewhere.
Okay. New Mexico at UNLV. I'm still going to ride with Dan Mullen and the Rebels, running Rebels, 4.5-point favorites. Give me Las Vegas.
Same.
Yep. Indiana goes to College Park to take on the Terrapins, Maryland, a 21.5-point dog. I like the Hoosiers to cover that one.
Same.
Texas Tech at Manhattan. We talked about this game in a bit. Who's going to play quarterback for the Red Raiders? Baron Morton would have to be on a limited mobility scale, I guess you could say. I like the Cats 7-point dogs.
Same. First time all year I'm picking against the Red Raiders.
Yeah.
Give me they're going to Manhattan. Weird things happen to Manhattan. What time of day is that? That's 3:30 p.m.
And Narvis says he just saw that Levitt is out for ASU the rest of the season. So.
Changing my pick, Iowa State.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, his relief was bad last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got the Wildcats covering the 7. World's largest outdoor cocktail party. I don't care what they call it now, but I got the dogs covering the 7.5 against Sunbelt. Well, Sunbelt Billy's gone, so
yeah,
whoever's down there running the show for the Gators, I'll take Georgia.
I guess that 7.5 points factors in the interim coach jump, but
yeah,
that's a
who's coaching him, Callaway or Roberts?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, I know Tim Skipper's coaching the Bruins.
What's the I mean, DJ Lagway's just a sophomore. Does he bail on Gainesville and head for greener pastures or what?
Well, he's going to have to. It'll be after the season. He might. Yeah. I mean, he could go to Penn State. That'd be a heck of a spot for him.
Yep. Fresno State at
LSU.
Boise. At what?
LSU.
Yeah,
he could go there.
Yep. Fresno State at Boise. I am totally out on the Bulldogs. Give me Broncos 17.5-point favorites.
Same.
Liberty hosting Delaware, the Fighting Ducks.
Blue Hens.
Blue Hens. Okay, sorry. Who's the Ducks that used to be FCS? No, Blue Hens. Okay. Liberty Flames 3.5-point favorite. Yeah, Ryan, I won't go there. I'll take Liberty, cover the 3.5 at home.
Same.
Arizona, the Cats, 4.5-point favorites at Colorado. Man, Colorado is they have thrown it in.
Yep.
Give me the Cats, 4.5.
Got the Cats.
San Diego State, I've bought in on them in Mountain West play. They're hosting Wyoming, 10.5-point favorites. I'll take the Aztecs.
Same. This could be another rough week, isn't it?
Yeah, Wake Forest has done me in the past. They're 9.5-point dogs going into Tallahassee, and I've got Florida State right now. But Wake has just done me in time and time again.
I've got Wake in that game. 7:30 p.m. kick. I'll probably change it at some point tomorrow. I just don't think Florida State. I think they've mailed it in.
Haynes King and his Yellow Jackets, Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech, roll into Raleigh to take on the Wolfpack. 5.5-point favorites on the road. I like Tech.
Same.
Tebow, the Muleshoe candidate, 6.5-point favorite in Lincoln. I like USC to roll out of there big.
I got Nebraska. I think the contract extension is going to have something to do with it. Okay. And maybe them players start looking at their coach saying, is he gone? Is he gone?
Apple Cup part due, since I don't think Washington did Washington State do they still have Washington on their schedule?
I don't know.
So that's the Apple Cup is one of those rivalries that's gone now. So the Oregon State is a 3.5-point dog at home, but I think Washington State has shown some things, plus going on the road and giving Mississippi some hard times. I'll take the Cougars to cover the 3.5.
The Cougs got them.
Yeah, they played Washington, lost 59-24. So there is still an Apple Cup. OU, on our pick 'em, it's 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the Volunteers still.
I got the Vols.
And then finally, it is Mark Stoops and the Wildcats traveling to the Plains to take on the Tigers at Jordan-Hare. 10.5-point favorite, Hugh Freeze. Did you see the Twitter post this week that showed, or it was an article, top 10 worst calls of the SEC season, I think it was, and Auburn was top 3. Yeah. I mean, obviously they had the Satania touchdown, and then they had the Kirby Smart timeout, and then the league doesn't like you, Hugh.
Yeah. All that being said, I like them by 10. And I like them covering that 10.5 tomorrow.
Yeah. I think
no Jackson Arnold. I think it's going to be a different Auburn offense.
I think Kentucky kind of lost the wind out of their sails after that overtime loss to Texas. That's a rough go. But anyways, all right. So that's all of our pick 'em. Jeremy, just overall in college football, we are on the home stretch, and to me, I just keep thinking, with this Oklahoma team, and there's the notification about Travis Hunter on my phone. I just don't, I just don't see. I mean, they have to. Oh, let me ask you, how's your feelings if OU goes on the road and wins? It's kind of that, I don't want to say false confidence, but it's a huge win. I'm not taking anything.
It's a big win, but then it kind of pisses you off.
Can this team carry that forward, though?
Exactly. That's the thing they haven't been able to do. Last year, they get that big win against Alabama, and then just God, I mean, get hammered.
Did they have the FCS game right after that?
No, they played LSU the next week.
It was the next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I just, I mean, with this team, I just can't. But anyway, no, what I was going to say is with this team, every week it's something that we see that it's like, when are they going to fix that for good?
When are they going to play a complete game? I mean, when is it going to happen?
Because I mean, even in the Michigan game, there were dumb penalties, there were turnovers, some breakdowns on defense. I mean, and I'm sorry, and I hate to give the guy credit, but I mean, Sark is basically ponied up his defense to say, you guys do more. I mean, that's the exact quote that they used last week in the Mississippi State game. And if your defense goes out and does more, it does kind of rub off. And I know there's times where offenses are completely inept, but I mean, this was supposed to be a generational OU defense, and they showed nothing of that last week.
I mean, they did in spots. They had 14 tackles for loss. 14.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's crazy. But I mean, when you can't, I mean, third down conversions are huge in this game.
The Kendall Daniels, Michael Myers play when they tried to run the tunnel screen on his side of the field, and he about killed the poor kid.
Well, it's because he had to play in advance.
He just turns.
Yeah, and to not have a dirty flag on that tackle too. Thank God. I mean, we know it's not dirty, but the general public looks like, oh my God. All right. So, anyways, so on the weekend, like I said, we will see how it goes with YouTube TV and everybody shifting probably over to a Hulu subscription for temporary or something. In our household, the biggest thing about the ABC deal is that the Golden Bachelor finale could be in jeopardy. Don't roll your eyes, Jeremy.
I can't help it.
And then also, I'm a big Abbott Elementary fan, so
okay, well,
better not miss any of that. So, but anyways, we'll see how it goes. I could be listening on the radio 97.3, The Score in Western Oklahoma, and catching some Toby Rowland and Gabe Eichert and Chris Plank and Teddy Lehman and God knows who else jumps in on that broadcast.
Bob Stoops, hey.
Bye. Bob Stoops, everybody.
Okay.
I mean, I hate to give the guy credit. There was a guy who was a Thunder video producer, and I kind of chipped off at him after the fact, but he did kind of mention that sometimes it seems like there's too many cooks in the kitchen on that broadcast. Yeah, I think it's generally right when Gabe Eichert chimes in.
Yeah.
Maybe Gabe Eichert should get fluent in Spanish and be on Los Sooners.
Maybe Gabe Eichert should go become an offensive assistant and work with that O-line.
Coach offensive line. How about that, bud? You know everything that you're talking about on the broadcast. So why don't you get in there and take Biedenbow's spot?
Yeah.
I'm not a big Gabe Eichert fan, by the way.
I know you're not.
Are you?
I don't. I'm indifferent.
I hate him. No, I'm kidding. I mean, to me, if you're taking airtime away from Plank, you're not helping the broadcast. That's just me. But I always default towards broadcasters and away from former players.
I like Plank, but Plank gets to me because this morning I popped in the truck to run over to Walmart, and I don't know. I think Oklahoma's going to go in, and it's every Friday morning. I'm like, every once in a while, I'll be like, this is going to be a really tough game. Don't be surprised if Oklahoma goes out there and loses by 2 scores. Just it's fine. It's fine. I know you're employed by the university, but
you're employed by the university's radio network too. Yeah. I mean, by network, I mean their station in Norman, because I'm assuming you're listening to 1400.
Yeah.
And remember when I can remember when KREF was on 94.7 the Brew or whatever in iHeart. That was a cool signal. And how good would that be now with Dari Noka on regularly?
Tell me about it.
But
iHeart gave the signal to someone else, and now we're back to every time you're sitting next to a power line.
I thought you were going to say every time you're stopped at a stoplight, you hear, "You ain't seen nothing yet." Oh gosh. Anyway, so let's start getting out of here. Big weekend, and we will tentatively plan on having a college football recap tomorrow night. Let's just say I can't give a time. Let's just say fourth quarter.
Sounds good.
All right. Jeremy Schroeder, he is the ruler of the airways. I'm Chuck Ramsey, the Law Dog, and this has been the Weekend Big Show. We want to remind you, please, to check out our sponsors, and they'll be tagged in the description of this broadcast. All-American Emergency Vehicle Upfitters, Clinton Liquor Store, A-Plus Roofing and Construction, and CCW Safe. CCW Safe offers legal self-defense coverage with plans starting as low as $19 a month. Use the link in the description and there on the scroll to check out and get your family and yourself covered in case you needed self-defense support. And you can trust the team at CCW Safe. Jeremy, we'll talk to you tomorrow, bro.
All right, buddy.
All right, he's Jeremy Schroeder. I'm Chuck Ramsey, the Law Dog. And be sure and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And also, please, please, please subscribe to our YouTube page and share that if you would. Would love to grow our subscription foundation there on the YouTube. So I'm not the biggest fan of YouTube right now, but we do need people to get on there and watch our content. Be safe out there. Don't text and drive, and sure don't drink and drive. And we'll talk to you tomorrow night during the fourth quarter of the OU Tennessee game for the college football recap.